Gentlemen, illegal immigration continues to make headlines from our southern border to the shores of our state. Governor, your administration recently used state funds to transport migrants from Texas to Martha's Vineyard. Why? And do you believe that was an effective use of taxpayer money? Congressman, you called the flights inhumane. Do you believe Florida should be a sanctuary state? Congressman?
I thought what the governor did was a horrible political stunt. We have an immigration problem. We have a problem at the border. We need to secure the border. I agree with all of that. But it doesn't mean that you use Florida taxpayers' dollars to charter 2 jets, go to Texas, lie to people to get them onto planes, fly them up to the northern part of our country, and one of them's a 1-year-old baby, another is a pregnant woman. You're willing to use people like that, in this case they were Hispanics, Venezuelan in particular, and have them as props for your political gain? That's not the way to change policy. You can change policy and do what's right to secure the border by having comprehensive immigration reform. That's what I voted for in Congress. When you were in Congress, you wouldn't do it because you want to keep this issue alive. You want to have it as a wedge issue. And you want to pull political stunts like you did with the taxpayers' dollars of the people of Florida. That's not what it's for. That's not what you should have done. It isn't funny. It's not right. And you were inhumane in how you treated these people.
That's time, Congressman. Governor?
Well, you say you're for the secure border, but this is all happening under the Biden administration and the policies that Charlie Crist supports. We've had millions and millions of people pour in across illegally. We've had record numbers of fentanyl come in. We now see it ravaging our communities like never before. I didn't hear people like Charlie expressing outrage about that. We've had criminal aliens come into the country. We just had a sheriff's deputy from Pinellas County killed by a twice-deported illegal alien who came across the border illegally 6 months ago. I didn't hear any of the outrage about that. It's only when they go to D.C., New York, or, of course, Martha's Vineyard, then all of a sudden this is, you know why? Because we have elites in this country that want to impose policies on you, but they don't want to have to suffer the same consequences that you may have to in your community. What we did, it's sad that it comes to this, but what we did put this issue front and center. I think we need to reinstitute Remain in Mexico, and I think we need to secure the border because the fentanyl is absolutely out of control.
Congressman?
Well, if you want to secure the border, you ought to support policies that actually will secure the border, like comprehensive immigration reform. When you were in Congress, you wouldn't do it because you like having it as an issue for political scoring in points that you want to have for a future campaign. And let me remind the viewers, he wouldn't even answer you if he would stay 4 years if you re-elect him as your governor. You're running for governor. You're asking them to vote for you for governor. At a minimum, you ought to be able to tell them if you get re-elected, you'll serve as governor. Ron?
Governor?
So we had the border that was in much better shape in January of 2021.